I'm going to show you how to demolish limiting beliefs. Your brain runs on an operating system that is millions of years old, and every single limiting belief has three pillars. Pillar number one is a generalization, pillar number two is a distortion, and pillar number three is a deletion, what you delete that you're supposed to be seeing. Now, I'm in Tel Aviv, Israel. Last time I was here, I was on the verge of going out of business, and I had many limiting beliefs that had to be shattered in that moment, or I would have never had the business I have now. Now, I don't know where you're at in your life. You might be just waiting to go to the next level. You're trying to beat the clock, or you really need to make a shift right now because you got a lot of things going on. So either way, I'm gonna, in this video, show you how to eradicate your limiting beliefs so you can snap out of feeling stuck and truly go to the next level. So the first thing is a generalization. When we're younger, let's say you go touch a hot stove. Your brain will generalize that piece of data and say, I will never touch a hot stove again because all fire is hot. But if someone hurts you or someone fucks you over, all of a sudden someone says you're not persuasive or not confident or not anything, and you believe them, well, now that has become a generalization. And once you generalize something, you then distort everything else that you see. So for instance, if someone says, I don't like you, well, I now generalize and say, nobody likes me. I will delete anything that shows me that people do like me, and I will distort people who tell me they like me, and I will say, nope, there's no way they do. So the way to break down any limiting belief, for instance, I'm stuck, I'm going out of business. That's a limiting belief, or I can't do anything about it. I'm doing everything I can. That's a generalization. What are you not seeing? Has there ever been anyone in your situation that got out of it? Of course there has. So I'm going to show you now how to align your mindset with a new empowering belief, a new belief system that will allow you to go to the next level. And the way to do that genuinely is by eradicating the fear that consumes the mind. Now, the neuroscience behind this is whenever you're stressed out, your brain turns off, for the most part, your frontal lobes. Your frontal cortex isn't really activated, and therefore you're not going to be as resourceful and capable of truly going to the next level. If you want to go to the next level and break free of what's happening, then here's what needs to happen psychologically. You have to get relaxed. That's number one. The way to get relaxed is by controlling your breathing. Your breathing controls your heart rate, controls your adrenaline, it controls everything. When you're scared, what's the first thing you do? You gasp for air because your body knows it needs oxygen, and immediately it will start pushing out and pumping adrenaline into your veins. And what does that do? It dilates the eyes. It makes your heart pump faster and more efficiently. It moves all the blood flow from your extremities to your core, so you have more blood inside of your vital organs and your muscles, such as your legs and your strength. Now, this is all induced from a mental thought, something that happened outside. A thought occurred in your mind and your body changed physiologically. There are hormones and chemicals that control the way you think, and that's the science behind it. This is why I always say don't drink, don't do drugs, because you're messing with the natural system that causes homeostasis in the body. So when you want to go to the next level, psychologically, you have to make sure your body's in alignment to allow you to do that. So if you don't sleep well, you're dehydrated. Just being dehydrated decreases brain efficiency up to 40%. If you're 2% dehydrated, you can literally decrease your brain function up to 40%. Here's why this is important. When you're stuck, you got to come up with solutions. You got to think outside the box. You got to be resourceful. Your brain has to be operating at maximum capacity. People often discount that they have the answer and that your brain is truly capable of finding it. But if you are in your own way, you will never make it happen. So you got to make sure you're not fighting your body. So the first thing is relax the body. You breathe slow, you relax the body, slow down the heart rate, stop looking down, you look up, you feel like you're empowered. When you're looking down, you're connecting to emotions, and these emotions might get in your way. Now, the second thing you do once you're in that state is you ask yourself, what is the outcome I want? The outcome you want might be, hey, I need to make X amount of dollars before the first. I need to go to the next level. I need to scale 10X. Whatever the outcome is that you're looking for, you have to ask yourself, what do I want? Your brain is then going to say, how? Lazy people, people who are tired, people who are dehydrated, people who just drank, who are hungover, will say, I don't know how, and they'll give up. They'll just continue to get stressed. Do not let your brain go how and stop. Your brain will go how and you keep going. You say, okay, how? I don't know, well, I need to make this much money. Okay, who can pay me that? Do I know anyone who has that kind of money? You got to get resourceful. Tony Robbins says the ultimate resource is resourcefulness. What he's referring to is your ability to find the answer. But to find the answer, you cannot be in your own way. Now, let's say you've done that and you've gone through this thought process. the thing that will highlight what your blind spot is, because here's the thing, a limiting belief is truly a blind spot. The answer could be right here in front of you, right here, and you will never see it because your brain's deleting it. I'll hypnotize people and I'll say I'm invisible just to demonstrate this concept at a seminar. And I'll walk by them, I'll pick up a chair, and you'll see them shitting their pants because they see the chair moving and floating, but they don't understand how. I'll go to hit them in the face and they won't even flinch because their brain does not perceive me. RAS, reticular activation system, this controls your perception. And unless it's primed to win, you're going to fail. So when you focus on what you want, when you're like, I know I want to have this, everything's going to work out, you're seeing that. You're priming the RAS to find the solution. Whereas when you're focused on, oh my God, I'm not going to make my rent, oh, it's not going to work out for me, your brain is constantly feeding you fuel that continues to perpetuate that result. It doesn't care if you get what you want, it cares to get what you focus on. What you focus on is the target. If I have a gun and I'm pointing it somewhere, whatever I'm aiming it at, that's what it's going to hit. That's your brain. Your RAS is the sight. And if you don't focus that sight on what you want, it will never show you how to hit the target. You're not gonna be able to calculate it. You're not gonna find a solution. You'll become unresourceful, stressed. You're gonna turn off the parts of your brain that are designed to help you get it. So when you find your limiting belief, for example, I don't know how to make money. I've never made this much money this fast. The most I've ever made, it takes a long time. All these limiting beliefs that might pop up. Well, as they pop up, you have to ask yourself, what am I generalizing? What am I deleting? What am I distorting? Is there anyone else who's made this kind of money? Is there anyone else who can make a lot of money quickly? Is there anyone else who can make it happen? And the answer is yes. Now, if you're sitting there, I'm gonna make a quick pause here. If you're sitting there and you're asking, Marcel, how do I get a mindset like this? How do I really turn on my brain to operate at maximum efficiency? Well, I'm having a seminar. It's called Mindset Master. You can click the link below and get your tickets right now. And here's why. That seminar will show you how to tap into your brain. It'll show you how to turn it on, how to get into the state I'm in now. I tell Jack, hey, pull the camera on. I didn't plan this video. I'm just talking, and it comes through me in a way that feels natural and just consistent, right? So there's a big thing when you tap into your brain, you're not stifled. Solutions come to you, answers come to you, and therefore success is attracted to you. Most of the time, your business is either growing or it's dying. You're getting healthier, you're getting less healthy. If you're not focused on the growth, then you're focused on failing. If you're not focused on making more, you're focused on making less, on losing money. You have to control your mind. And the way to do this is to learn how to get away from fearful states, stressful states, anxiety. And what will happen is you'll tap into confidence, and confidence will allow you to really push the boundaries to where you can go. So the more confident you become, the easier it becomes to become successful, to really attract that part of your life. So the last part of this video is this. Once you've identified the limiting belief and you look at other people who've done what you know, what you're looking to do has been done. The problem you have there's already a solution for it. People have done it. So you're not unique in your problem. Doesn't matter how big the problem is. Someone else has found a solution in some way, shape, or form, or they found a way to look at it that allows them to deal with it. So instead of sitting there and trying to reinvent the wheel, you can look at someone else who's done this and find success. I remember I had a client who came to me and he had the same exact problem that another client had. This is early in my career, and I'm like, wow, this seems to be a recurring issue. Now, I've been doing this for almost a decade, and what I can tell you is every single problem someone has told me, whether it be in a certain industry or be in a relationship or be a health issue, always overlaps with someone else's problem, and there's only so many solutions. You can either look at it in a negative light or a positive light, and a lot of people tend to choose the negative light. As a matter of fact, it is the average thing to look at things pessimistically, which is why most people fail, because they're hardwired, programmed, brainwashed to focus on what's wrong. I want you to start thinking about what you want, not what you don't want. Start focusing on what you can acquire, not what you're going to lose. And in doing so, you prime your RAS and your brain for success. Now, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. What are you going through right now? And I'll start responding to some of you guys and help you out. Now, remember, if you're truly interested in changing your life, click the link below and get your seminar ticket right now before it sells out. If you're watching this on another day and it's past August 5th and 6th, 2023, well, there will be an updated seminar link below that'll allow you to know which city we're coming to and what dates, so you can also join the next seminar. I'll see you in the next one.